Hi Aries, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. We are going to be doing a reading for you guys for the month of August, kind of check in, see with what is going on, how you're doing, what you should look out for, get you some guidance, get you some insight. And already we have a card flipping out. We have the camel, which is the element of fire. So I see you're in your element, Aries. Anyways, thank you for being here. If you enjoy, if this reading is helpful or insightful, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information's in the description box down below. But yeah, we're gonna just see what's going on. You guys are really pulling through with the love and the support. Like seriously, I can't thank you enough. Seriously, I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you, and I'm loving the energy so far. We have the camel and the bear. I'm gonna get you one more card, Aries. We're gonna, okay, Spirit gave me more than that. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay. There's a lot of intense stuff going down. Very transformative, very, very deep. We're gonna talk about this. Okay, so you're like, the group I'm picking up on, whoever I'm speaking to, I can see you're going through a lot of emotional stuff. For some, it could be a bit of emotional turmoil, but you're plowing through it. There's some high highs, there's some low lows, but you know, for the most part, you're staying pretty in control, pretty balanced throughout it all. So throughout these next few weeks, it's about you guys needing to remain balanced and trying to just take it one step at a time. You're in this process of some sort of, I just heard germination. So you're in this process of germinating, okay? Like imagine like a seed. You planted some sort of seed and it's just beginning to sprout. You're in the early stages of some sort of new adventure, some sort of new direction, new path, new journey. And it's a really big deal. And it seems like your emotions throughout these next few weeks and your thoughts and your feelings and even information, you're going to be getting more insight and more clarity as the weeks progress. There's a lot that isn't set in stone. There's a lot that's unfolding that you're starting to uncover. And there's still things that you're not aware of that are going on behind the scenes that will be playing out throughout these next few weeks, throughout these next couple of months. Okay, I know this is kind of like your monthly, weekly kind of check-in, but things that are occurring right now are playing a very important role, and there's like this storyline going on that's playing out throughout these next few months, especially from now to eclipse season, which is in October. So we have like a lot of retrogrades. We got Venus retrograde, we have Mercury pre-shadow retrograde is just around the corner, and all this other stuff going on in the stars. And so this is like leading up to a big event that will be taking place later on in October. So this is like the beginning of something new here that you have recently embarked on some sort of new path, new journey, or initiation. And you're in the early stages of this, okay? Because the bear represents coming out of hibernation, coming out of rest, coming out of a period of just like withdrawal, healing, resting, gaining up the strength, the courage, the ideas. So it's like you've been really, over the last little while, you've been really focusing on just getting your stability and getting your confidence and getting back your footing. And so as you've been in this process, your perspective and your thoughts and your feelings, they've been kind of fluctuating, okay? There's been a lot of fluctuation in the thoughts and the feels and the emotions and the information. And so at times things are like very crystal clear and it's very like obvious and you're like, yeah, it's very certain how a situation's playing out or how you're feeling about a person or event. But then at other times it's kind of like it's a little blurry or gets a little bit foggy or overwhelming or just like it's just like up and down, right? And so with the dragonfly coming out, this is kind of, I'm getting an energy of like clearing out, right? Because the image I'm getting is like with dragonflies, you know how they be eating mosquitoes. The mosquitoes, we all know mosquitoes, they blood sucking little vampires. So it's just like there's like something you're like, what was Spirit giving me the message about this? It's the you growing from the situations that sucked you dry. You growing from the situations that sucked you dry. Because think about it, mosquitoes, they be sucking the life out of it. You know, they sucking the blood to live, to just continue to spread that's draining. Like, and so with the dragonflies, how they be eating those mosquitoes, they just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you can see dragonflies that are massive. So it's like, from the situations that had been the most draining and the most like transformative, like, you are really growing from those experiences. You're getting bigger, growing, not getting bigger. It's just like you're expanding in ways that if it weren't for these challenges and these events and these experiences, you wouldn't be where you are today / where you're going or where you are headed towards, who you're becoming. So these events and these situations and these people that have been a part of your life, that have affected you, have shaped you into who you're becoming, who you're stepping into. And so, there's been a lot of changes, there's been a lot of shakeups, there's been a lot of scary moments, tower moments, and just like things falling apart or things looking and appearing very scary, but yet you just powered through with your strength, with your wisdom, with your determination. There were moments where you wanted to quit, there were moments where you wanted to give up, there was moments where you want to just hit the snooze button and just go back to sleep, not face the day, run away from your problems. But no, like, you have been facing this stuff head on, although it's been intense and uncomfortable and emotional and all of these energy and feelings of just discomfort, right? But you're growing, right? You are totally growing into something amazing. You already are amazing. You were amazing back then, you're amazing now, and you're going to become even more amazing. Like, you're just getting better and better and better. But it really is showing here. It's very apparent that you guys are in this process of evolving and growing, and you're starting to see that and reflect that in like your physical reality. Is you're starting to notice these changes happening around you, because it's already been going on within you. You already been doing the changes, you already been doing the work and healing and releasing and purging, but now it's starting to reflect externally in your environment, in your relationships, in your habits, in your day-to-day life. And it's just like, it's a lot. And so there's moments throughout these next few weeks, throughout August, where you need to take a step back and just kind of be like, whoa, like, holy crap, I did that. I've come so far, I've come a long way, and yet we just started. It's like, you watch a movie, or you're in the middle of like watching a TV series, and you're just at the beginning. Maybe you're only like 30 minutes in of like a 2-hour movie, and you're like, oh my god, so much has happened, and we're not even halfway through it. We're not even like, we just begun, and already so much has happened, so much has changed. It's like, yeah, like, that's kind of how it feels. It's like so much has already changed and happened and occurred, but it's like you're still in the beginning. Like, you still have all of this left to go through, and it's like, it's exciting, it's intimidating, it's all of these different feelings, and it's just like, wow, like, okay, buckle up, strap up, because it's just going to keep on happening, growing, expanding. Like, there's a lot more that's going to come out of this. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the cosmic egg and the bee and, wow, the lion. All these cards showing up here, despite some of these fears that you've been experiencing, like, you have been showing up consistently. You have been putting in the work. You have been determined. You have been focused. You've had a really positive attitude. For the most part, right? For the most part, yeah, there's going to be moments where there might be little slip-ups or moments where you feel a little bit anxious or restless or nervous, but like, I see that you guys are really just stepping into this, like, you're a powerhouse. You're unstoppable, and you're in the process of completing a massive life cycle, a huge cycle in your life that has been part of you, that you've identified as, or like you have like clung on to for a long time, months, years, your entire life perhaps. You are like, wow, the image I'm now getting in my mind's eye is like a mirror that's shattering, that's breaking. You're breaking down old patterns, old projections, beliefs, like, just wow. That's just so powerful. Yeah, that's just so powerful. Okay, I have no other words for that. It's just like, this is like a very powerful time that you're going through. You're feeling it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. It's a lot. It's a lot. So take your time, take a deep breath. It just feels like these next few weeks are very adventurous for you, or Spirit's maybe recommending like go out, go have an adventure, go have some fun, switch up your energy, see things from a new perspective or a new place, or just like switching things up a little bit in your environment. going to a place you haven't been to before, exploring the world a little bit. Literally the world at the bottom of the deck. Maybe there's something to do with some traveling or little trips. Maybe it's just like a short trip or a little day trip, or maybe some of you are actually traveling or moving, which I'm wishing it all goes smoothly and you stay safe. But yeah, let's get into the tarot, see what's going on for you, Aries. Any messages, insight, wisdom, guidance for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus over these next few weeks throughout August. What is going on for Aries? Show me clearly. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Aries over these next few weeks? What do we need to know, look out for, or be aware of? You could be like taking a deep dive or like searching for something or like trying to get answers, or we'll see. I'm just getting more information from these animal cards. What's going on with Aries over these next few weeks? What can Aries expect? So you're showing up here in your energy with the Emperor. Okay, Aries, pop off. I see you're in your element. So you are really just staying calm, cool, neutral. You're taking care of business. You might be taking on some sort of higher position, or it just seems like you're very respected or you're gaining respect. Some of you guys, you're leveling up in your career. There's some sort of advancement, or it's just like for my business owners or entrepreneurs or those that have been kind of being pushed in this direction to like take the first move or to initiate or to like start something. This is a sign to go for it and to believe in yourself and that you are more than capable. You're making action. You're taking action. You're making things happen. You are being bold. You are being precise. You are staying organized and focused, and you are just showing up here as like this freaking powerhouse. And we have strength at the bottom, Leo energy. So this is according that this is happening throughout Leo season. You're really relying on your inner strength, your inner courage, your power, your dedication, the willpower to not quit and to not give up. I'm so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself, right? Most importantly, you should be proud of yourself. All right, what do we have that's still? Three of Swords. Ouch. Yeah. So there's some heartful stuff, matters of the heart that you're working through, that have been brought up, that you could be recently going through, or in the near future, near few weeks or so. There might be situations that really are just like hitting hard on the hearts because you love deeply and you care for the people that you give your time, your heart, your effort, your care, your affection to. And there's something about this that seems like this heartbreak or some sort of loss or something that has been really just affecting you emotionally deep down. It is this catapult or this catalyst that's pushing you in this direction. So this is pain that you're going through, that you're experiencing, or this discomfort that you're feeling. This is the fuel. This is the gas that's like charging you up and gearing you for this next journey or this next chapter. Let's see what's at the bottom. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. See, like you're trying your best to maintain balance and trying your best not to let the heartbreak and the pain consume you completely, right? And it's in fluctuation. It's in highs and lows. Some days are better than others. Some days you're stronger. Some days you feel weaker, and that's okay. And to be kind and gentle and understanding with yourself. It's going to work out. King of Wands. It's just like, staying busy. I see you staying busy, trying your best to not put all of your focus on, like you're trying your best to not just stay stagnant and stay in one area. Like you're trying to just keep the ball rolling. But it's like in waves. It's in waves. Trying to remain a bit detached or not get so caught up in the feels. What's going on for Aries? Yeah, so some of you, your heart is hurting. I'm sending you a lot of love your way. We have the card that flew. What do we got? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel like you've given up on something. Could be relating to the home, family, someone that you were very committed to, or some sort of investment, or something that meant a lot to you. Let's see. Queen of Wands and Death. Yeah, something about this has changed. You've gone through some sort of change, or you're in the process, or in the next few weeks there may be some sort of change around the home or around where you live, or some sort of structure or routine or workplace, and it's just like hitting a brick wall that Seven of Wands reversed and the Three of Swords, like you can't keep going on in this way, in this direction. You can't, something's got to change, or you're pulling back, or you're just kind of like withdrawn, like you're not fighting for something. If it's a person, you're not going to fight for someone who's not willing to fight for you, you know? It's got to be like in the middle. You got to be met halfway. So maybe you're done making sacrifices for people who wouldn't make the same sacrifices for you. Judgment just fell out. At the bottom, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords with the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and there's that Queen of Wands. So, and then there we have Death. Oops, and I just knocked a bunch of cards. Okay. Yeah, you're taking a harsh look at the situation, the people that are involved. It could be someone you're dealing with a romantic interest here, moving on from someone. Six of Swords to the Knight of Cups, moving on with your cup of love and realizing that you don't need to convince someone of your worth or of your value, right? As you're showing up here as the Emperor, you are high freaking value. And there's some sort of pain or feeling of unworthy or not being good enough, or feeling like you're not being fought for, or you deserve better, and you know that. And so you're not going to stick around begging for breadcrumbs or begging for someone to recognize your worth and your value. And so there's a lot of divine intervention. There's a lot of deep, soulful lessons that this has taught you, and have kind of like mirrored or triggered these false beliefs or these old ways that you've outgrown. And so I see you moving on. It's hard, but you're moving to better things that are actually of stability, that are actually of the same frequency as you. Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And I know these cards are hella shiny, so you can't really see these cards the very best. But the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, this is that solid, like, lifelong partner, lifelong team. This is, if this is in love, if this is like friendship or family, this is something that's sturdy. This is something that's reliable, something that's dependable, you know, where you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel heard, you feel like you can let your walls down, you can be yourself, you don't have to pretend, you don't have to, water down your love or hold back. And, like, this is about you guys really coming into terms with recognizing how you maybe have been sacrificing or holding yourself back, and like shrinking yourself into situations that are like not of the same worth or value that you have been embodying. It's like some of you have been sticking around in situations that you're not fulfilled, but out of habit or out of like routine or out of fear, you've stuck around because you felt maybe there wasn't gonna be something better out there. Anyways, I see that there's a lot of changes here with death. There's lots of changes, lots of personal growth, and with the Two of Wands, so the changes, the choice that you'll make will change your life, determining whether or not you're going to repeat a cycle or to break a cycle. I feel like majority of you are in the, oh my god, Three of Wands. Okay, well, I see you making up your mind soon. You're thinking, oh, look at this, Three of Wands and the Sun. I see whatever decision you end up making or whatever direction you end up taking your life, it's towards the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, that bring you fulfillment, safety, security. Queen of Cups is underneath that. Emotional safety, emotional, feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. Four of Swords. That's what you're moving towards. So it's hard, right? It's heavy. There's a lot of matters of the heart that are testing you. This is a testing period that you're going through, but it's because it's like you've outgrown a current environment or a relationship or a situation, and you recognize that it's served its purpose and it's time to move forward. It's time to move on to better things and to love yourself first, to put yourself first and to love yourself and to know your value, not to stay around situations that aren't helping you grow and helping you take you to the higher next level. Right? Especially financially. Some of you, there could be moving taking place, like you're going to be moving in the near future, or you're planning on, making some sort of drastic change, and holding yourself back just, you know, waiting. Maybe if I wait, then these people, they'll grow with me. Maybe if I give them the time to grow with me, you don't have time to waste. You don't have time to wait around for others to change or to meet you at your wavelength. Like, you gotta keep going. It's kind of like, now I'm just getting like, you know, you buy your plane tickets, and the pilot is gonna leave the plane with or without you. If you're late to the airport, if you don't show up on time, they're not just gonna wait around and delay the flight for all the other people on that flight just for you, right? That plane is gonna take off with or without you. So think about it like that. You are actually the pilot of this plane. You choosing the destination, the direction, where you're trying to go, wherever you want to take your life, whatever you're trying to manifest. And it's like you are delaying your own life, waiting for those to show up to get on that flight, right? You're delaying your own growth, your own experiences, your own enjoyment, your own time, like, to thrive, because you're hoping, waiting, like, maybe they're gonna show up on time, or like maybe they're running late, and maybe they're still gonna board, maybe they're still stuck in security. It's like, no, you gave them the time, like, show up at this time. I know this is not like literal, but like, you get me? So like, you're the pilot, you gotta fly your plane. You can't just delay your own growth in your own life in hopes that others are gonna catch up to you. So damn, like, that's another message I'm seeing here. So like, that's deep. There's a lot of divine orchestration here. Whew, alright. I mean, like, what should we even clarify here? Because it's like pretty straight to the point. I guess we could just take a look into like, what are you moving towards? What can you expect moving forwards? What's this new adventure? What's this new journey? And then we'll pull you some advice, okay? Six of Swords. I'm gonna use my Mermaid deck. Six of Swords for Aries. Yeah, it's like, get ready for the takeoff. It's like you're about to depart, right? Departure, is that it? Departure? I should know this. I mean, I haven't traveled in a few years, like on plane for a few years, but yeah. You're about to depart to the next level. And it's like when you're up in the air and you're taking off, and you get a call being like, oh wait, you missed me, come back down, I'm ready. It's like, too bad, I already took off, we're already in the sky, we're already off to the destination, you had your chance. Like, that's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm seeing here. You have better things coming your way, and that's being cleared out. So if you're experiencing any kind of loss right now, know that it's only going to be replaced with no, I don't even want to use the word replace, but something better is coming your way. And you have to believe that. You have to have faith in that. Because it's true. Six of Swords. What is Aries moving towards? Ooh, okay. So we have the World and the Nine of Swords. So a closure of a cycle. A cycle is closing out. And there's some nerves about this because you don't know what this next chapter is going to bring you. There, again, you're moving forwards and there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot that is changing or fluctuating, or what you had thought or what you had planned for, it's shifting, or it's like, you know, you're ending up taking a detour. There's a bit of a, you know, some things you can't completely prepare for. For some, what are you moving towards? Some of you, you're moving towards a little, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Six of Swords to the Ten of Swords. For some, it's like you're moving towards a little bit more of releasing and letting go and endings, and there might be more loss, unfortunately. Or maybe that's what you're afraid of here, or maybe that's what you're worried about, is like, damn, if I continue to keep moving forwards, I know that it risks me losing certain things, people, etc. And so that scares you. Nine of Swords, that scares you. You don't want to be alone. You don't want this. You don't want, like, fill in the blank of things that you don't want to happen. But some things are inevitable. Yeah, Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. You know, Aries, like, you got to move on with your life. Knight of Swords as well. You're getting clarity that it's time to move on. You can't just sit and wait for people to catch up to you, or for people to recognize your value or recognize your worth. And it's not worth it. You need to love yourself more than to just settle or stick around and wait, right? You have so much to achieve and so much to do and so much to see and experience, and it's unfair for you to just sit and wait around for others to join you. Like, that's not right. Anyways, let's see. What else we got? Six of Swords reversed. I was like, oh my god. There's this like push, pull, a bit of like this start, stop. It's just like, it's a challenge. I can sense whoever I'm reading for, there's a bit of a challenge because you've invested a lot. You've given a lot of time, energy, love, money. Like, you've invested a lot. And it's hard to just simply get up and walk away. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, Three of Cups at the bottom. And also the Star. There's so much better waiting for you. Underneath the Star, we have the Four of Swords. So this hasn't occurred yet. This you have big wish fulfillments on its way. That's what you're moving towards. But it's like you keep getting sucked back, or you keep getting reeled back into these old patterns, ways, people, connections, situations that you've outgrown. And you're trying your best. This is Six of Swords. This is clarifying Six of Swords. What are you moving towards? This is what you're moving towards. You're moving towards things that are better. It's a bit of like you not really sacrifice, or no, it's an exchange. It's an exchange. It's like there's a trade out. You trade out the stuff you've outgrown, and you get replaced with something better, shiny and new, or something that's better for you or more in alignment with you. So there's like some sort of exchange taking place, but it's just like before the exchange happens, you're like, damn, like what if the exchange is worse than what I have, or worse than, like you're overthinking it when really like you are getting something of higher value than what you have right now, or what you've been settling for. Let's get some advice. What advice you got for Aries as Aries is going through all these changes? What advice do you have for Aries? Any advice for Aries over these next few weeks? Thank you. Lunaea, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. What advice do you have for Aries? Any advice for Aries? Thank you. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. What advice do you have for Aries? Or extra final messages, final thoughts? The ever-unfolding rose, cracked open, is happening for you, not to you, and the Age of Light. You've been training for this 4 lifetimes. At the bottom, how can you mother yourself? Yeah, so your advice is to keep going. Your advice is to keep pushing, to keep moving forwards, as painful, as uncomfortable as it might be right now, or maybe for the next couple of weeks or so. This is guiding you towards heaven on earth, okay? This is guiding you towards living your most happiest, peaceful, and fulfilling life. And in order to have that life of yours, that dream life, it requires you to make changes and cut some things out or remove things that no longer serve you. And so that's the most challenging part of it. That's the most challenging part. If it was easy, we would all be living our best life, heaven on earth. It would be like, wow, like world peace. If it was that easy, like we would all have it by now. I'm just saying. So of course it's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. This is the process that you are in the middle of. And this is the early stages. Remember what I was saying at the very beginning with the camel and the bears? Like, you're in the process. So much has already happened. But yeah, there's so much more that's going to happen and take place. Not just throughout August, but throughout September, October, and even forever, right? Forever. It's always changing, growing, like no matter what. No matter where you're at, what you're going through, who you are, you're always going to be going through these life changes. But it's a lot. It's significant. But you are being prepared for these amazing things. And it's about you needing to really have faith and trust within yourself and your spirit team too, right? With this card, you are so freaking protected. Like, this is just a reminder. Do not forget that everything that is happening is because you are being protected, and that your angels, your guides, your ancestors, they're out here really looking out for you. And you know, these situations or these relationships or the things, jobs that are falling through, it's protecting you. It's actually helping you. You may not see it right now, you may not understand it right now, but it is helping you and it is preparing you for what's to come. So if you can remind yourself that through the hard times and know like this is all happening for a bigger reason, your future self is sending you so much love, your future self is guiding you, so just know like it's going to work out. Your future self is thriving because of the work that you're doing now, and it's really going to pay off. So in the meantime, how can you mother yourself? How can you take care of yourself? How can you nurture yourself and give yourself that love, that appreciation that you need to keep going, to not give up and to not just go back to old ways, to old people, things that you've outgrown, old habits, right? Because there may be the tendencies to go back to just like, oh, this is too hard, this is too difficult, I'm just going to put the blindfold back on and just kind of like, you got to keep pushing, because there will be a payout, there will be a reward at the end of this. All right, so anyways, oh my gosh, Aries, this reading was like pretty long, but I hope this was helpful. I hope this was insightful. Let me know if it was. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. And I'm going to let you go, Aries. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.